Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Jedi Night's Watch. My name is Graham, and today, yes, my Moducases finally came in. So this video is for all of you new Moducase purchasers out there on how to assemble the Sixth 110 series cubes. I did get the wall assembly of the 8 of them, so I'm pretty good at putting them together now. It is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you know what to do, it is super easy. So hopefully this video helps you do it the least painful way possible and the least amount of time needed. So stay tuned. Here we go. All right, so when you get your Moducase Sixth Series 110, it's going to come in a box like this. The lights in mine came separately, and they're in like a bag like this, and then wall mount as well if you need to mount it to your wall. So I'm going to show you how to light it in a different video, and I'll put that up here in the corner here for you if you want to take a look at that. So we'll just move that to the side for now. Really, the only tools you're going to need is a knife and the Allen wrench that actually is provided by Moducase. So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to put these together the quickest and the most painless way. It takes about 45 minutes if you're going to do the lighting and as well as maybe connecting it to other Moducases. Otherwise, it might take you a half hour to 45 minutes. So let's get going. All right, so we have our back bar, the vertical back bars. We have the back frame, the top and bottom, the side frames that go vertical, the shorter ones. We have they gave me an extra channel for lighting. Oh, they gave me 2 extra channels. Sweet. All right, but you only need 2 of these, so we'll throw that to the side. But we're going to do that later in the lighting. The channels for the plexiglass. All of our tools here. This is going to be the front frame. I was hoping that wouldn't happen. The plexiglass sides. I'm only using one because I'm joining these together, so I don't need one of these, but we'll just put them to the side. The top panel. The bottom base with a nice velvet cover. Really nice touch. So I'm going to put that here. The magnetic front. And lastly, we have the back panel. All right, let's get this out of the way and get going. All right, we're going to start with all of our frame bars here, and we're just going to do some things. We got to open everything up, so let's do that right now. All right, so inside that little tool pouch, we have a cloth for cleaning the plexiglass, the Allen wrench that they give you, and all of your tools here. All right, so we have the feet, which we'll put on last, but for mine, I'm not putting on feet, but I'll show you how to do it. And then all of this right here is going to be for connecting the Moducases together. I also did a video for that. You can check that out up here. But in this video, we don't need any of this. All we need are the longer screws and the washers. So we're going to have to put screws in both sides of all of these poles here. So we're just going to do that right now. The nice thing about Moducase is they give you like usually companies will give you maybe 1 or 2 extra so that in case you lose something. Moducase gives you like double of what you need. So it's really nice in that aspect. Also in the package was the screw that screws the magnetic front panel on. We'll save that for later. But we're just going to put all of these washers on the screws. Alright, so each pull here has a thread on each side. So you're going to put the screw with the washer in on both sides, but you're not going to screw it all the way in. The way that Moducase works here is the screw kind of locks into the other part of the pole here, and then you screw it in, and I'll show you how that all works. So for now, we're just going to put a screw in each one. Just a correction too, these do not get screws put into the back parts, so just if you were watching the video and then be like, oh, I don't see any threads there, yeah, we'll show you how those work in a minute here. I'm going to finish putting these in. Alright, and then really quick, we're going to take the front frame. It is together for you. All you have to do is tighten it up. Now, when you're tightening these up, you need to make sure that the corners are flush. Otherwise, your Moducase is going to be all janky. It's not going to sit level. It's not going to connect right. So just make sure they're flush. You're going to stick the Allen wrench through here. Just kind of use your finger to level it off and then tighten them up. This is my 7th Moducase that I'm putting together. So my hands are definitely getting raw. My knees are getting sore. So I can't wait to be done. For now, we don't need this, so we're just going to set it back to the side now that it's all tightened up. We're going to take our back frame here, and then we're going to take one of these, and when you're looking at it, you're going to make sure that the screw holes are actually on your right side, and then you're going to put this in on the opposite side, and I'll show you it once I get it going here. But the thing to note on these bars as well, there is one channel for the plexiglass. All the other ones are open. You're going to want to make sure that the channel is down. You're also going to want to make sure your washer is flat against the screw and that it goes into this channel here as well. If the washer is not in there, it's not going to be put together correctly, and you're going to have to do it again. So just make sure that your plexiglass channel is facing down and your washer is in this channel here with the screw head, and then that this is flush, and tighten it up, flip it over, do the same thing, and again, make sure that the plexiglass channel is down, make sure your washer is to the head, slip it right in, stick the Allen wrench through and screw it tight, and make sure it's flush. Alright, and there you go. So here's what it looks like if you're looking at it. You have the screw holes on the right side, and then you have these on the other side with the channels facing up and down. Now, basically the channels need to be facing inward. You're going to do the exact same thing with this one. Okie dokie. There you go. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. Then you're going to take your crossbar and again, make sure that washer's down there. It doesn't matter which side, they're all the same. All 4 sides are the same here. And you're going to attach this. If you don't get it flush, and just back it off and get it right where you want it. Alright, so then you should have something that looks like this. The next part is my least favorite part, and it's peeling the plexiglass. You're going to put the sides in. Before you do that, make sure you grab your channels here. I did forget to do this with my first pair that I made. I'm not going back and redoing it, it'll be fine, but this just helps control dust. So it'll be a tight, airtight fit. And now we peel the plexiglass. You can peel the whole thing if you want. I've just been peeling the edges just to kind of protect it a little bit better and maybe limit fingerprints. So here we go. You do sometimes have to give it a little bit of force. especially to get in that bottom channel. All right. If you're just doing one case, you'll do the same thing for the next side, but I'm going to skip that. And we're going to tilt it up this way. We're going to grab our back panel. As you can see, it's got some cutouts here. That needs to go on the bottom, and that's so you can fish your wires through. So again, you're just going to fish it in. And there you have it. And now we can put the top bar on. Sometimes these washers can be a real pain and you're trying to move it to the end and then you're cutting your fingers, but all right, we're going to tighten those up. Now we're going to flip it back down. We're going to put the top panel in. Again, this one has bigger cutouts on the bottom, so that's going to go towards the back. So this is the front where we're putting this piece on. This is going to be the top, so we're going to put them towards the back. And just make sure it fits in the grooves there as well. All right, so flip it up. And right now I'm going to hold this in place and I'm going to tip it this way to get the washers at the bottom of those screws. And then because the plexiglass sticks out a little bit, I'm going to back up a couple of these right here so it can get over that plexiglass. Make sure your washers again are at the end by the screw head. So that's very important. Then we're going to take our front facing bracket and make sure that you have the magnets facing you, because that's what the front cover is going to adhere to, is the magnets, and then the screw hole goes to the top. So we're just going to line it up. Slide it down. I'm going to flip it up. Make sure our washers are good. And we're going to start tightening it down. I'm going to tighten a little bit at a time just to make it easier to line everything up, make sure it's flush. Alright, so after you finish tightening all of the screws on your front panel, you're going to be pretty much ready to go. The last thing is just putting that velvet base in and then putting the magnetic door or front on. And you're pretty much it. It's not bad once you know what you're doing. It doesn't take too long. It's just kind of when you add the assembly, the lighting, and the adhering to other cabinets together, it can take a little bit of time, especially if you have a whole system like I do here. So to finish it off, we're going to grab our velvet base and we're just going to install it, and it just slides right in. And we'll just angle it in here. Like so. That's it. And then we'll grab our magnetic front. We'll just rest it right on the lip here. And that's it. That's how easy it is to build your own Moducase. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Hopefully this video made it a lot easier and less intimidating for you to build your own Moducases, because I know without having the understanding, it definitely can seem pretty difficult. So don't forget to like this video if it helped you out, subscribe to the channel for more Moducase videos, and ring that bell so you don't miss any new content coming your way. Alright guys, until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.